next. Y'all heard about this? Well, have y'all heard any of these songs? Drake
Yeah.
leaked
I heard one.
100 GB of unreleased music. How we feel about this? What do y'all think about the music? Have y'all heard any of the songs? I seen some of the snippets. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was not downloading the 100 GB of Drake. So I just saw the snippets that I seen on Twitter or Instagram. Some of the shit I was feeling, some of the shit I wasn't feeling. To me, this was a strategic move because Kendrick called out literally play by play of everything he does. And he like, you know what? I gotta come anew. So everything I did, I don't want to waste it. So I'm just gonna leak it through a anonymous source or whoever, whatever source he leaked it through, because a lot of the songs had the Atlanta artists on it. So every song that I seen who had Young Thug or somebody from Atlanta on it, all in the comments, oh, you run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Kendrick already called that out.
He got
some dance hall shit.
He got 21 back on this shit. One of his songs I heard was Sabi. I'm like, this is the Drake that I fuck with far as all that. But regardless, Kendrick, I believe he put so much of a dent in the sour taste. When you hear Drake rapping now, it's like it's damn near to the point you don't even want to listen to Cuz sometimes. So Cuz still can make hot music, but it's just unbelievable. So now you like, I don't know, he exposed so much. I don't even really know how to explain that shit. But when you hear him, it's just like it don't hit below the surface no more.
Like it was one song, it was one snippet. Matter of fact, I seen Kali post it and it had like an old school sample on it. And I'm like, this the bag he need to stay in. That emotional Drake talking about getting did dirty by the bitches and can't trust the homies and this and that. That's the Drake that niggas fuck with. Like, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough.
I ain't gonna lie, I like Drake singing though. I like Drake rapping. Every song some of his shit that you had on Take Care and Nothing Was the Same, yeah, that was cool. But I like when Drake rap. It's just the fact of the extent of trying to be too tough when he rap. Cuz can rap for sure. I like the rapping Drake. I'm saying, but
he got a nice flow.
Don't have to talk too much gangster shit in his raps, and he'll be all right.
Get back to that Take Care Drake or that what was that first mixtape he had with the Trey Songz song on there?
Man, that's like comeback season or something like that.
Yeah, get back to that.
I feel like Nothing Was the Same was his hottest shit, man.
Nothing Was the Same. He get back in that bag with them, like them fall type beats. I think like when the fall come, if he come with a whole song like that, like it give you that fall feel, like it's cold outside. You want to put the trench on, the bubble coat.
Yeah, the started from the bottom, the worst behavior. Them was
like that, yeah.
I think he could crack. Talk to us.
For me, the 100 gigabytes of shit was cool. Honestly, I'm gonna say I think it's not a comeback for Drake, but what I noticed is that he's slowly getting back in the media's good graces. So because at the end of the day, he's still Drake, and a lot of things that he did or that he released, like how he was releasing music, talks with 40, certain things he owned in his house. Those are things that people always go crazy for when they see. So I think that was strategic on his part, and it was good to give him a couple songs as well in the mix of that. In my opinion, some of the songs that I heard on there, maybe if it was 2016, when Views came out, it might have hit different. You know, definitely the dancehall shit might have hit different. Didn't like it around this time. I like that soulful beat, and then I played back the 21 song a couple times, and it's a good song. I don't see myself like slapping it in the whip more than one time just to listen to it a couple times. But besides that, I think this helps him more than it hurts him. You got a lot of Drake haters that are like, all right, anything he do at this point, fuck it. But in my opinion, it was good to do. It gave us I feel like we got to see him outside the beef, what we haven't in a while, and then we got to see some things, like I said, from some classics that people enjoy. So
at the end of the day, Drake
stood answer the question though. You see the
question? Drake stood on his own too at the end of the day. So niggas are vibe with Cuz whether he won or lost. Certain people still gonna fuck with Cuz. But to the person that's asking how we feel about Draco, Drake was one of the first niggas to fuck with Draco.
Yeah.
And so I think that's more genuine, even though he could have used that as a stepping tool like he always do when it come to new artists or jumping on people's tracks. But I can't really say nothing bad about that because he was fucking with the nigga while he was alive. So it's no different for him fucking with him while he dead.
And that's where I always give props to Drake is he may be even using you for your sound and riding a new wave, but in return, he offers service to you. He offers use of himself to you. He offers his platform and his listeners. So like you said, I don't see it as a clout chase move because he actually did a song with the man while he was alive. So we can't say he clout chasing off his death, trying to get listeners of the West back. He really fucked with bro.
And I think, right now the beef is making everything black and white, but let's just keep it 100. You might be the best person to somebody and the worst person to somebody else. So it's like, it's just one of those things where he could have fucked with Draco, and then this nigga he could have used for clout. It's really just how it goes. I feel like in that industry, you're gonna have some friends and you not. So I think it was cool. Like Messiah said, he was on a song with him before he even passed away, and everything. So he's for sure been out there supporting. I feel like Draco. Another thing with Drake that now because Kendrick has brought it to light, but if you've looked in his whole discography, he's always went around people that people didn't necessarily know as much and kind of fucked with their music and then made something emulating their sound. I think at a point in time, a lot of artists looked at it as he's showing love. Now motherfuckers, because of the Kendrick thing, are looking at it as he's biting the sound. So I think it just depends on how you're looking at it.
I did look at it like he was showing love. Like when I first heard the Migos, that Versace, really, honestly, Drake verse was the hardest verse. And I felt like that's what put me on them. Like when I heard that Versace song, it's like, damn, who was these other niggas rapping? I didn't really care about the Migos like that, in my opinion. So I feel like Drake did shine light on a lot of people's careers and did do a lot of good for us when it came to that in the music scene.
This how I feel now that the hype of the beef has died down and the smoke is kind of settling. Number one, it's crazy that 100 gigabytes of music still didn't make as much noise as one damn diss song. Because nobody cares about this 100 gigabytes. Let's just be real, except for Drake stands like academics. Oh, Drake's back. I'm not feeling the dancehall Drake. I'm sorry. I like the emotional fall season Drake. Like that Drake right there is undefeated. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. If he dropping shit like that, where he in that type of bag, where he talking about how dirty the bitches did him, he's damn near undefeated, bro. Because he's like a mood music Joe Buttons on steroids, as far as he can rap, but he can also sing and appeal to the women because he looked up to Joe. So when he get in that bag, that comes specifically from Joe Budden's influence. That's why Joe always say, yeah, I'm his daddy. He my son. You feel me? I'm sensei. You know what I'm saying? Because Drake took that and added that to his catalog, perfected it, and took it to another level with the mainstream. But I don't know, man. I'm looking at Kendrick kind of weird a little bit because right now is the time for you to be stamping new acts, bro, not disappearing. Like if you gonna wear the crown, the king still looked out for his folks. Now you might have been in the hood doing dirt, you might have been a D-boy, but if you was the biggest D-boy in your hood, guess what? Christmas time, you went and bought presents for the kids in the hood. Thanksgiving, you went and bought turkeys for the hood. You had back to school drives. You threw parties. You rented game trucks for the block. Like, what are you doing as the king to show love other than this pop-out concert? Because let's be real, that benefited you more than the new artists. So now that the smoke cleared with the beef, I need to see some king-like moves.
But Kendrick been in the game for so fucking long. We could say what we want, but it goes back to say what we always say. We can't expect one man to do everything. It's like I shine the light back on y'all. Now let me see what y'all do with the torch. I might have passed the torch on the relay. You feel me? Now this the other 300, y'all gotta run. Or whatever the case it may be. I can come out here and show y'all every fucking time that I could drop something and do it, but what good is that? And what it's the same thing. Like, what's good is me having all the money if y'all can't, if I gotta do everything for y'all. So at the end of the day, I can't really blame Kendrick for being who he is. He still got a family at the end of the day, cause still known for being ducked off how he is. It's like we expecting Kendrick to be something he not. This how he been. He drop shit, he do what he do, and cuz it don't he drop it when he want to drop it. It's not like on anybody else's time or what we expect him to do. Cuz move how he want to move. So I'm not mad at Kendrick. I understand what you're saying though, like why it's hot. Just basically going to run. He doesn't have that same drive, I should say, as like Drake would do. Drake been riding his wave for as long as he can ride that motherfucker. So I just think they two different type of people, and I just think we can't have certain expectations of Kendrick the way we want to, because he's doing what he's choosing to do at his pace.
I agree with both of y'all. I feel like Kendrick is known for popping out, doing his thing, and then going back, disappearing. But what Viral's saying is true too, because it's like even though that is your MO, at this point in time, it's it's important that you kind of show love, knowing that the pop out made that type of noise. So I think it's both things, but he could at the same time sacrifice a little bit of that to showcase new artists and do new things. But also, it's like what you said. You know, he didn't come out and say he was the king of the West. They crowned him it, but he never came out and was like, you know, I'm gonna just do all this shit and I'm the king of the West and I'm gonna be with everybody. Like, he just really dissed the nigga, and it just went so crazy that I feel like a lot more people anointed him.
According to y'all, what should Kendrick be doing right now?
I'm telling you right now, he should be number one. He should be doing interviews with these West Coast circuits. And I'm talking about like us or someone like us, Big Community. You know what I'm saying? The community, like whoever is cracking as far as with platforms on the West that's from the culture. He need to be sitting down with these platforms right now while the spotlight is on him. He should also be jumping on verses. Hey man, I see you doing your thing. You feel me? He might not even got to go to the studio. He'll go a hot 16. He'll go a hot 6. Like when you're the king of something, it's like being a quarterback of the team, bro. It's a lot of shit that you got to do that you may not want to do, that may not be your MO. But once you take on this role as I got the crown, you got to move that way. Like it is what it is. When they anointed him on the stage with Snoop and the Game and all them niggas was there, and they said he got the crown. He was up on that stage crying. You take all the responsibility of wearing that crown. Because when Snoop had it for damn near 20 years, this nigga done a song with everybody from every coast. He did a song in every damn language. He did TV. He cooking with Ellen. Like, he's at the Olympics. Snoop done everything it is to do in life. He's just doing side quests right now. So when he had the crown, he shined light on DPG. You may not even had liked a lot of them niggas who was getting put out, but he was getting on songs with Badass. He was putting the East Siders out. He was doing king shit.
It was all his niggas though.
It don't matter.
Let me say one thing though, right? So I seen an interview with Kobe, and they was mad at Kobe basically at the end of the day, like why he didn't pass the ball. He said, "Nigga, I go to practice with y'all. I'm up at 4 a.m. I'm the first nigga here and the last nigga to leave." He said, "Why would I pass you niggas the fucking ball?" So I can see it like Kendrick in that sense, to where it's like, nigga, I rap. I really rap. You niggas ain't making shit. Y'all not really putting in that work like y'all should be. So why the fuck would I be jumping on every feature with y'all? Why would I do certain shit when I know y'all not putting that same work in and what it takes to be what you say you want to be? So it's easy to say, but we never know what that nigga thinking. So at the end of the day, he might not even fuck with all these niggas' music. He gave these niggas a window, like you said, and it's either niggas to jump on it or not. But at the end of the day, Cub probably don't even want to get on raps with niggas. Like, he probably want to rap with old school niggas that he know that take the craft seriously. A lot of these niggas do not, and we know that's for a fact.
Hey, Kendrick, come holler at us, man. It's time for a sit down, man. It's time to go viral the viral way. It's time for a sit down. Come talk to the people. We need to know what's going on, man. The West is in dire need of some leadership and some direction. And these niggas out here like chickens with their head cut off. We got to holler, man. Let's talk. But Kylie,
you missed the whole point, Lamar. The whole point was Kobe's work ethic outworked niggas, and he's not giving you the last shot.
He don't trust you more than trust himself.
I'm not giving you the assist that you really need because you ain't put the work in, nigga. I'm gonna take that shit myself, and that's exactly what he did when he dropped Not Like Us, and we dropped the rest of them shit. He took it by himself. He didn't need assist. He didn't ask for no features, nigga. They featured him.
That's fact.